Rhea Ripley's injury has created a tough situation for WWE, especially with the Women's Championship scene needing a revamp after her abrupt exit. For WWE, there are a few smart directions they could take to keep the momentum going without Ripley, yet they'd need to carefully consider how to maintain the tension and build up in the women's division to avoid repetitive or filler matchups. The biggest immediate question is how WWE plans to position Liv Morgan's reign during Ripley's absence. Without Ripley, WWE could potentially explore a feud between Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. Their history and the fact that Rodriguez has been involved in Ripley's recent storylines make her a natural candidate to step into a central role. A temporary Morgan-Rodriguez rivalry would add interest and provide Morgan with a strong contender, particularly if the booking leans into the animosity they've developed. WWE could go with a completely fresh approach by introducing a series of #1 contender battles. A mini-tournament would give a few women on the roster, such as Natalya, Maxine Dupri, or Lyra Valkyria, an opportunity to step into the spotlight. While Natalya has often been a go-to option, WWE would need to freshen up her character and make her challenge Morgan in an unexpected way to make it feel less like a placeholder feud. If WWE decides Ripley will be out for several months, they could begin building a faction storyline around Morgan. Pairing her with one or two allies to fend off heel challengers could maintain excitement and showcase her resilience as champion. This would not only help build Morgan's credibility but also introduce possible matchups for when Ripley does return, potentially setting up a faction-based rivalry that culminates in a dramatic clash with Ripley. Looking toward the road to WrestleMania, if Ripley is still out of the ring, WWE might consider a cross-brand match or surprise return for Morgan, potentially bringing in an NXT contender. This could give both Raw and NXT talents a boost and add an element of surprise for fans. Someone like Roxanne Perez or even a NXT call-up would add a new dynamic to the title picture without permanently shifting the championship's direction. If WWE is anticipating a shorter absence for Ripley, they could plan for Morgan to face a rotating cast of opponents in quick, TV-exclusive matches. This approach would allow WWE to stretch out storylines without bogging down premium live events and would keep the Women's Championship on fans' minds. A few special segments or stipulations could ensure the matches remain fresh without locking anyone into long-term feuds. Ultimately, WWE's best option might be to keep Ripley's storyline relevant even in her absence. Morgan could occasionally reference Ripley in promos, making it clear that she's aware of the threat Ripley poses when she returns. This subtle acknowledgement would keep fans invested in Ripley's eventual comeback and intensify the anticipation for when she's cleared to wrestle again. It's clear WWE has several options for keeping the Women's Championship scene alive, but the key will be balancing compelling storytelling with long-term planning. Whether it's Raquel, Natalya, or even a new face from NXT, WWE will need to lean into fresh rivalries that build anticipation for Ripley's return and keep fans hooked on what's next in the division.